Welcome to Bobby Pin Diaries, where every girl has a story, every wedding morning has a mood, and every bobby pin has been through something. I'm your host, Manya, a bridal hairstylist with over 10 years in the industry. I've styled thousands of curls, pinned hundreds of veils, and witnessed moments so raw they never make it to Instagram. This podcast is for the brides who want to know the truth, the stylists who live it, and the creatives who are coming up behind us wondering, is it always like this? Every Friday, I'm opening my diary, not the polished version, but the real one. The behind the scenes of wedding mornings, the conversations that happen in the chair, the pressure, the beauty, the chaos, and just beautiful moments as well. And today I want to start with the truth about wedding mornings because they're not what most people think. Let's talk about the biggest lie in the wedding industry. The idea that wedding mornings are calm, peaceful, soft music, bridesmaids just sipping tea, all those things, right? Now, sometimes that does happen, but most of the time, wedding mornings are emotional pressure cookers. You have timelines, personalities, expectations, family dynamics, lack of sleep, too much caffeine, and one person at the center of it all who feels like everyone is watching, which is the bride. And here's something no one really talks about. The hairstylist is often the first vendor to walk into that energy. We don't just arrive with curling irons, we walk into feelings, nerves, tension, joy, fear, excitement, and sometimes panic. Let me tell you a story that changed how I show up on a wedding day forever. This was a fall wedding, early morning, cold outside, warm inside. One of those days where the bridal suite is already buzzing before I can even unzip my kit. I arrived around 6:45 a.m. I had my coffee in my hand, bobby pins in another, just unzipping and getting ready for the day. And the moment I walked in, I knew something wasn't right. The bride wasn't there. I don't know where she was. The bridesmaids were whispering, and her mom was pacing back and forth like she was holding her breath. Someone finally says, she didn't sleep, she cried all night. Now, as a hairstylist, this is the moment where you decide who you're going to be that day. Are you going to rush? Are you going to panic? Or are you going to ground the room? I told everyone when she comes in, just give her some space. Don't crowd around her. Let her sit first. Let her have some time to herself. When she walked in, I barely recognized her. Her eyes were swollen, her hands were shaking. She was holding her veil like she wasn't even sure she wanted to put it on. She sat in my chair and just broke down. Not because she didn't love her partner, not because she didn't want to get married, but because the weight of being perfect finally crushed her. She said something I'll never forget. I don't feel beautiful today. I feel like I'm disappointing everyone. So I put my comb down, I turned off the curling iron, and I sat beside her. Not above her, not hovering, just sat beside her. I said, forget perfect. Let's do peaceful. Let's get you back where you need to be. So we talked and we talked about how she met her fiance, about their first date, and why she said yes in the first place. Her breathing slowed down, her shoulders dropped, and only then I could start her hair. I styled her hair in soft glam waves, nothing forced, nothing tight. I talked her through every step, not just what I was going to do to her hair, but what she was feeling. And halfway through, she laughed. That laugh, that's when I knew she was back. When I placed the veil and turned her toward the mirror, she gasped. Not because of the curls or anything was wrong, but because she saw herself again. Before she left the chair, she hugged me, that real hug, a real tight hug, and she whispered to me, "Thank you for giving me my morning back." And that's when it hit me. We don't just do hair as hairstylists. We calm storms, we protect peace, we hold people together when the pressure is really heavy. If you're a bride listening, I need you to hear this. Your wedding morning sets the tone for the entire day. Protect it. Choose vendors whose energy feels safe. Choose a bridal party that supports you. Choose calm over control. You don't need 10 opinions before 8 a.m. You don't need to be on all day. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present. And to the fellow stylists that are listening, especially the new ones, hear me when I say this. Your presence matters just as much as your skill. How you walk into a room, how you respond to stress, how you speak when emotions rise, that's what clients remember. You are not just the hairstylist, you're the anchor. And when you stay calm, the room follows. I want to hear from you. Stylist, what moment made you realize this job is more than hair? Brides, what are you most nervous about on your wedding morning? Send me your stories. I'll be sharing some of them in future episodes. This has been episode 1 of Bobby Pin Diaries, and this is just the beginning. Every other Friday, we're going deeper into the truth behind the bridal chair, the good, the hard, the funny, the emotional, and the real. If this episode spoke to you, share it, leave a review, and come back next week because we're talking every timeline that we get, early mornings, and the chaos before the sun even comes up. Until then, protect your peace, hydrate your curls, and never underestimate the power of a single bobby pin. Bye, guys.